in order to achieve what we want to achieve in life, in order to fulfill our mission, in order to be successful in our life projects, and in order to make solid progress in bhakti, we have to decide what we're going to do, and that means that we have to set priorities. We're engaged in all kinds of activities during our life. We feed ourselves, we take care of our bodies, we go to work, we spend time with our family members, we make relationships, we perform our devotional service, we spend time with other devotees, we plan, we make our mission statement, we engage in recreational activities, and we engage in activities that more or less they're just amusement or wasting time. So generally speaking, there's not enough time in the day, the week or the month to get done all that we'd really like to do. And that means we have to make priorities. We have to decide what I'm going to do first, what I'm going to do next, and what I'm not going to do at all. To simplify matters, we can think about our activities in two different ways. So the first one is, are they important or are they not important? Important means they're helping us to fulfill our mission in life. They're helping us to attain the goal of life. And unimportant means they're not really helping us to do that. We may have to do them, but they may not help us to do that. That's unimportant. That's the first way of thinking about them. Second way of thinking about them is, are they urgent or are they not urgent? Urgent means they have to be done now or very soon. Not urgent means, okay, they don't have to be done immediately. They don't have to be done in the very near future. So that means that there's 4 different kinds of activities. Quadrant 1, if you like. Yes, they are important. Yes, they are urgent. It means they're helping us to move forward in our path in life, and they have to be done very soon. Second quadrant. Yes, they're important, but no, they're not urgent. They're helping us to progress in life, but they don't have to be done immediately. Third quadrant, they're urgent, but they're not particularly important. And then the fourth quadrant, they're not urgent and they're not important. So let's just talk about those a little. Important, urgent. It means things that are related to our goal in life, things that are related to attain important goals, and they do have to be done now. Important meetings, for example, if I suspect that I may have a serious disease, it's very important to have it diagnosed, and it's very urgent to get it done now. So these are some important and urgent things. Now, next quadrant. Important but not urgent. For example, making a long-term life plan. For example, spending time with loved ones, building up relationships. I may do it tomorrow, I may do it the next day, or I may do it the next day. It's important, but it's not so urgent. And consequently, because it's not urgent, these important things, important not urgent activities, tend to get neglected. That's why it's important to set definite priorities. Then third, they're urgent, but they're not important. So somebody else, for example, may demand that we have a meeting. Somebody else has got an emergency. It's not particularly helping us, but still we're responsible. We feel that we want to help. It's urgent. We have to do it now, but it's not helping me in the long term. And then not urgent, not important. It means time wasting, non-serious recreational activities. Recreation is also important. A non-serious recreational activity is spending a long time on Facebook or contact, a long time with emails, a long time on YouTube or like that. Basically wasting time. So these are 4 different areas, and now we have to decide how we're going to prioritize between the activities in those different quadrants. It's said that efficient means doing things right, and effective means doing the right things. So efficient people, they may take care of urgent but not very important things at the expense of important and maybe not very urgent things. Effective people take time to look at the important but more maybe not urgent matters. Like, for example, making a vision. Like, for example, setting goals. Like making time for important relationships. Like ongoing education and training. So these things are important in order to enable and inspire us to move forward on our path in life. But they're optional in the sense of you can do them now or you can do them later. effective people deliberately make time in their timetables for these important, not urgent activities so that they can progress steadily in their path in life and on their path in bhakti. Stephen Covey gave a really brilliant example. He said, supposing you got a bucket and you got sand and you got rocks. If you put the sand into the bucket first and then you try and put the rocks in, they're not going to fit. But if you put the rocks in first and then you put the sand in on top, the sand will fill in the gaps and you'll be able to get both the rocks and the sand in the bucket. So the rocks represent the big things, the urgent, not important things. And the sand represents the urgent things which are maybe not so important. If we make time for the important, not urgent things in our life, and then we fit in the other things around that, then we'll make the most progress, we'll get most success, and we'll find the most satisfaction. Okay. So as an exercise now, take your own examples of your daily activities and put them in the different quadrants. Urgent, important, important, not urgent, urgent, not important, and not urgent, not important. How much time and how much effort are you spending in each of those quadrants? How much time and how much effort are you putting in this quadrant 2, the important and not urgent? What are you going to do about that?